What is up, everybody? We have some breaking news coming out tonight via David Maddock of the Mirror. I'm going to wait for the chat to fill up a little bit because I know this is an impromptu quick stream. It wasn't one that we planned on doing, but it is one that we're going to do anyway. Usually with my live streams, we get them scheduled nice and early. People get the notifications and they get a chance to come in. But with this one and this news only after breaking, really inside the last hour or so, I thought I got to get on here. I got to do a really quick stream. Even my setup at my end is different, ladies and gentlemen. Look, here's what we know. I'm going to get straight into it because I know there'll be people watching this back later on as well that haven't got a lot of time. Big breaking news tonight, ladies and gentlemen, comes from David Maddock, and he says that Liverpool have withdrawn from the Timo Verner deal because we are unwilling to go above £30 million for Timo Verner, and we've no intention of triggering his €60 million or £52 million release clause because of the current financial climate as things stand. Now, what do I think about this? Well, here's what I think about this, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if this is true or if this is not true, but what I can say is David Maddock a few weeks back did say that he expected Liverpool to do no business in the upcoming window because of the uncertainty around the financial climate of the football world at this moment in time. Now, he did say Liverpool were monitoring Timo Verner and Houssem Aouar, but that they weren't going to pull the trigger on those deals or any deals because they didn't know how the financial climate or the land lay. Now, for me, I have to say that I think this is a negotiating tactic. My opinion at this moment in time is that this is Michael Edwards and Liverpool kind of saying, look, we're not going to pay it. €60 million was his buyout clause in the old deal, in the old contract when football was a different place. Now with the current financial climate and the COVID-19 outbreak, football's a different place, and we now value Timo Verner at what David Maddock is suggesting is £30 million is the figure that we won't go above. Now, I think this is absolutely madness if we don't go and get him. And I have to say, I do think it's a negotiating tactic. He wants to come to Liverpool. Even the United stand there in our chat said he wants to come to Liverpool. Mark's saying that he wants to go to United, but nah, he doesn't. It's not Klopp's saving face. He wants to come to Liverpool. Timo Werner's come out over and over and over again saying that he wants to come and play for Klopp, how much he admires Klopp, how much he admires Liverpool. It's an open secret. There's even been something come out in the past week or so to say that Jurgen Klopp and Timo Werner have had a video call or a Skype session or something like that. They've had contact to talk about the future. Now, I have to say, I want to reiterate, I think this is just a negotiating tactic. I've no idea where David Maddock got the story from. I've no idea where this figure of £30 million that apparently we're unwilling to go above. But let me put it this way to you. We know that the current financial football situation is a bit helter-skelter. We do know that Premier League clubs stand to lose a lot of money, and there's issues around the broadcasting deal, and Premier League clubs could have to repay up to about £30 million a club for the top clubs and around £10.5 million a club for the clubs lower down the Premier League table from TV revenue, because there's a bit of a negotiating, a bit of an argument going on now about, I think it's a gut to 300 million or something like that the likes of Sky, BT and that have committed to the Premier League. So I don't know if this genuinely is Liverpool saying, look, this is the best that we can do. I don't believe it. We've seen the story as well, linking Shaqiri with a move to Newcastle. Now for me, Shaqiri to Newcastle would free up funds probably, I would guess, somewhere around the £20 million mark. If we move on some other fringe players as well, maybe a Harry Wilson, I don't know. But I just cannot see, if he is the player that we want, that the club won't pull the trigger. I can only go back to the point that I think this is a negotiating tactic, if this is the case. Now, this is going to be a quick stream, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to come on, break this news, because it was sent to me. I read the story and I thought, I've got to get on here and do a stream about it. So, let me let you guys get into the chat and see if anyone has anything to say. I'm not working on my big screen at the minute, so I'm on my smaller screen, so I can't really see as many of the comments. Craig, the mirror ain't reliable, for fuck's sake, said Liverpool, you never walk alone. David Maddock is a good journalist. That's one thing I'll say about David Maddock. He's broken some stories before that have been true, and he's broken some stories that haven't been true. But I know other journalists that work for the Mirror, and I know a couple of them well enough. And they are very honourable people who don't just spout shit. Mark said he's still here. Liverpool fans love him. I think you're their second favourite. I mean, after me, Mr. Goldbridge, I think they do have time for you, mate. I mean, but we all have a little bit of time for Mark, don't we, surely? But look, this one, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you 5 or 10 minutes to get your comments into the chat, because this, as always, is your show, and I'm going to do my best to go through as many of them as I can. The Echo have dumped on Maddock already, said Danny Wood. Good, I'm going to go. Give me a link to that. Give me information on that. Anything that you guys have, because there's going to be people tuning into this video now, see this breaking news, and are going to want to know as much information as possible. And things move quick. So again, if the Echo have come out and they have something to say about it, lovely. That's what I want to hear as well. A new subscriber said, Kyle, thank you, mate. Or Kai, I think it is. Thank you very much. If you enjoy the stream, ladies and gents, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the stream as well. This is like VVD all over again, said Neil Anthony. Joanne, thank you for the super sticker and the on-set super sticker earlier on as well. You were very kind indeed. Transfer dreams for Liverpool, for my opinion, said Parvitz. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I hope they're getting Mbappe, or the saving for Mbappe. He said, well, hello there. Look, let's be realistic about it. We ain't going to be paying Kylian Mbappe in excess of £500,000 a week. I think he's on something ridiculous after tax at Paris Saint-Germain. So I don't think we're going to be able to knock that one or to match that one. So Connor, our own Anfield agenda, Connor said, reports tonight suggesting LFC have withdrawn from talks with Leipzig for Timo Verner. This is not the case, and that's from Theo Squires of the Echo. So now we've got a bit of a battle of the journalists, ladies and gentlemen. We have David Maddock of the Mirror saying that Liverpool are pulling out of negotiations and aren't willing to go above £30 million. And then we've got the good folks of the Echo, who, in my opinion here, I'm going to say are fighting the good fight because I want Werner. I'm not really picking sides here. But the good folks of the Echo, who are fighting the good fight, say that this isn't the case. And Theo Squires has said that Liverpool are still interested by the looks of it. So, again, I don't want to be putting words in any journalist's mouth here, but it is a big story. And what Liverpool You Never Walk Alone have put into the chat now is exactly how I feel about this as well. This is a Michael Edwards masterclass incoming, and I absolutely agree with you on that one. Edwards masterclass all the way for me. James Pearce is the man for me always, at Stephen Somerville. Look, I'm a big fan of Jimmy Pearce as well, as you may know. We did interview him on the channel recently enough, so do go and check that one out. We do have another massive interview that we're recording on Friday. I can't let you guys know who it is just yet, but trust me on this one. It's not going to be one that we do live. We're going to pre-record it. We're going to do some nice editing and stuff to it afterwards, a few inserts and stuff. We'll keep an eye out for this one dropping maybe next week or something like that, because it's another big interview for the channel. The article from the Echo actually suggests talks never happened, which is why we couldn't have pulled out. Interesting. Thank you, Connor, for again keeping me up to date with this. See how quick this story's moving already. So we get David Maddock coming out and saying Liverpool aren't willing to go above 30 million and have basically pulled out. Then we get Theo Squires from the Echo saying that's not the case. And now it's moved on already to the article gone on to say that Liverpool couldn't pull out because we were never in with a bid. But then again, we had somebody else saying that Liverpool and Klopp, I should say Klopp, not Liverpool, had a video call with Timo Verner recently. Now look, what we do know for certain is that Klopp's an admirer of Werner, Werner's an admirer of Klopp. Werner has spoken about his want to come to Liverpool. Werner has spoken about the fact that he may well leave Leipzig this summer, that he won't be going to Bayern Munich, and that his preference is to leave Germany and move abroad. There has been links with Timo Verner to Inter Milan. I don't know how true they would be or how attractive a proposition that would be, but I've said this all along and I'm going to stick to my guns. I fully believe that we will be getting Timo Verner at some point. What happens from here, we're going to have to wait and see. I wanted to just jump on because it's a bit of breaking news and things move fast in the football world. Yeah, this was supposed to be my week off. This was supposed to be the week that I wasn't doing any streams, but when something drops like this, you've got to jump on, and that's why I always say, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you've got your notifications turned on, because we could go live at any minute, ladies and gentlemen. And this is a pretty big breaking story. So, let me get some more of your comments as well before we finish up. And what if Sadio Mane leaves? Sadio ain't going anywhere. Sadio Mane. He's going nowhere, mate. He's not going anywhere. None of the front three are going anywhere this summer, so we don't need to worry about that. Hearing Connor Salmon is out of contract in June. Great choice. Fuck off. Connor, like, I'm Irish and I'm going to tell you that he's no use, mate. So, come on. With all due respect. I mean, when I say fuck off, I wasn't really aiming that at you, but fuck off. Do you know what I mean, mate? Craig, how would you feel if Liverpool lost out on Werner and a team like Chelsea or United got him? Because I'd be pissed. I'm not going to lie, Elia. I would be absolutely fuming if Liverpool lost out to a Premier League rival for Timo Verner when he's basically issued a come and get me plea to the club. So, I'd be astonished, absolutely astonished if that was the case. I can't see it happening. I can only see him coming to Liverpool. And even with David Maddock's story tonight, I still see and believe what many people in the chat have said, that I think this is a negotiating tactic from Liverpool's point of view. If this has been suggested to David Maddock, and look, people are going to say X speak shit, X journalists speak shit. I try and take everybody at face value, and I try and give everybody the benefit of the doubt, because I don't know David Maddock, I don't know Theo Squires. I've interviewed James Pearce a couple of times. They all seem like lovely fellas. They all seem like honourable, decent fellas. So I'm not going to belittle any of them. But all I can do is give you my opinion. And my opinion remains firm that I think this is a negotiating tactic and that Liverpool will sign Timo Verner. Is that based on anything other than fans' intuition? A little bit. But, you know, I never want to go into too much detail, because I want to be point blank and say I don't have inside information. I don't have somebody from Liverpool feed me information. No. But I have put a load of stuff together. We do get sent the odd bit every now and again from some people who are absolute chancers, and then some people who you kind of think that, you know, they do have a little bit of an understanding of it. So it's a difficult one. But the reason that I came on is I don't want Liverpool fans to overreact here and think that this is the end of the world and think that, oh, that's us screwed then because Werner's going to go elsewhere. I don't think that that's going to be the case. I still think he'll end up at Liverpool. I think that this is the start of this scenario playing out. And someday we'll go onto Twitter or Instagram or whatever it might be, and we'll see all of a sudden breaking news, and he'll be there doing the Melwood lean. And it could be one of the last Melwood leans, you know, because the facility at Kirby is going to be ready in the next, well, it's supposed to be ready for the start of next season, but that'll probably be pushed back with what we have. We still need a world-class addition. Would you agree, Craig? And how world-class? Who could we afford right now? Yes, we do need a very, very good backup to the front three without a shadow of a doubt, mate. I'm not going to argue about that one bit, because I think this is a big summer for Liverpool. Now, I'm not somebody that thinks we should go out and make a signing because of the AFCON, but we do have the AFCON coming up, and we're going to lose Sadio Mane, we're going to lose Mohamed Salah. So if we were going to make a signing and we were thinking about putting it off a year, it's probably better, in my humble opinion, to get that signing over the line this summer. And I'm still going to stick to my guns and believe that that signing will be Timo Verner. Anybody else that comes in after that, look, I honestly don't know. There's been talk about Ben White, there's been talk of a few others, but this is just basically me trying to come on, give you guys a piece of information and just try and get everyone to relax. Because I think this is going to happen, and I think it's going to happen this transfer window. I can't say summer because I don't know when the window will be. Also, other breaking news that came today as well that I just want to quickly touch on. Premier League clubs voted unanimously to allow players to start contact training. This will be phase 2 of Project Restart, and will allow players to start working on set pieces, start tackling each other on the training ground and stuff like that. Also, other breaking news today, there's been another 4 tests come back positive from the, I think, 1,008 tests done in this round of testing in the Premier League, and 4 of those tests have come back positive, which again, rough maths off the top of my head, I think we're talking about 0.038 or 0.04% or something like that. So this was always to be expected. Like, none of us want to hear of any positive results, of course, but it's not something that people should again overreact about, because it is something that would have been talked about, that there will be workarounds, and would be fully expected, if I'm being really honest, with regard to testing that many people. You test over 1,000 individuals and you fully expect 3 or 4 of them to pick them up. Now, of course, we hope that those people are asymptomatic and have no illnesses, and that they go and they will, of course, go through all the rigours and procedures that they need to. They'll isolate and do everything that needs to be done. But this is why the players and the staff are being tested, ladies and gentlemen. Right, Craig, did you see the Thomas Meunier news? I did see that he was available on a free and potentially linked to Liverpool. That's all that I'd seen, really. Again, I'm going to be off for the rest of the week, ladies and gentlemen. This was just a really quick video to come on and let you guys know about that story tonight. Don't forget, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, please do go over to the Anfield Agenda Instagram account and Twitter account and give us a follow on there. I'm going to be a lot more active on Instagram. If you check our Instagram story, I've been actually posting regularly over the last few days on there as well. It's just at Anfield Agenda on both of them, Twitter and Instagram. There's a competition on Twitter at the minute with our friends from 3 Retro. We're giving you a shirt and we're giving one of your mates a shirt. We're asking you to go over, retweet the competition post, follow both accounts, and then tag a mate who you think deserves a nice treat and then we're going to pick a winner on the 1st of June, and we're going to announce that. So go over, check out the Anfield Agenda Twitter account, give us a follow on there, go on to Instagram if you want more stuff from me, because I'm going to be a lot more active on the Instagram story. I've already done a little Instagram story about this very subject with regards to Timo Verner. So again, it's going to be a busy time, ladies and gentlemen. Even though we're off for the week, we still have a few bits and pieces going on behind the scene. Look, this was a short and sweet one, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, if you're going to go over and download the Hot Mic app, put in the code ANFIELD, all capital letters, ANFIELD, all caps. It's getting towards the end of the month. We're only 12 followers away from 1900 on Hot Mic, so we'd love your support to hit that, ladies and gentlemen, before the month is out. Thank you so much as always. I wish you all a healthy, lovely week ahead. I will be back on Monday, unless of course something else pops up. We have a big interview that we're recording on Friday. That should probably be out next week at some point, because Connor wants to work his editing magic on it as well. But it is an absolute belter of an interview, folks. I think you're going to really enjoy it as well. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the stream, and I will talk to you wonderful people on Monday. Up the motherfucking Reds, and love to you all.